means whatever the requirement you enter it for this product group, 70% goes to this material, this product, and 30% goes to this product. So that's how the data will get divided. And one more thing, in a particular level, in a particular product group member level, the sum of the proportion factor should be equal to 100. So this should be equal to 100. So here 50 plus 25 plus 25, it is 100. So you always remember this should equal to sum of the proportion factors within a particular level should be equal to 100. Okay, so that's why I put 70-30. Suppose if you put here 50, and then this should become 50. That's what you need to maintain the proportion factor. So this proportion factor will be normally provided by your client as per their production pattern. Okay, they will give the proportion factor. So once you enter the proportion factors, then you save the product. Okay, so your product group is created. So go to MC85. So this is your product. Okay, so this is the one we created. Okay, so this is the only master data we'll be creating in the standard SOP. Okay, remaining everything are planning steps. So next one is the create plan in inactive version. So you will start with the planning activity. So the MC81. See, try to understand the flow. Whatever we are discussing, I already prepared with the step-by-step screenshots. Okay, don't worry about flow and all. You can practice by looking at this document whenever you want to practice. Okay, try to understand the flow, how it works. Okay, don't worry about the transaction codes also. Okay, all transaction codes are already available. Okay, so go to MC81. The next step will be starting the planning using this product group. So go to MC81. Transaction code is MC81. Okay, create plan initial screen. Okay, so you give your product group, you enter your plant. Okay, now enter. You will go to the planning table. Nothing but your planning type, which we discussed. Okay, so it will ask for the version. So version means before carrying out your actual test plan, what you do is you do simulation planning. So to do simulation planning, you do the planning in the versions. So that is what the versions. Okay, so you use versions. Okay, sales and operations planning allows you to plan the same information structure as often as you like. So each planning you store in a planning version, the description. Okay, so it's like a simulation planning. Okay, so a version number is numerical and it consists of three digits. So this is the 3 digits. Okay, why it is coming by default 005? That means for this information structure already there are 4 versions are already there. That is why system is proposing the next version. Okay, so only one planning version of information structure is active. Remaining all are inactive. The active version is A00. This will be seen. First we do the planning in the inactive versions, and then once everything is finalized, we transfer the data to the active version A00. Okay, so that is the one. So here you can name the description test version. Okay, so that you can. So you do the planning in this test version. Once everything finalized, everything okay, you transfer this data from this inactive version to your final active version A00. That we will see in the flow. Okay, now let's continue. Now you go to the table. So this is the table. Are you able to see? This is the table. This is the table you have. Now the question is, from where these key figures are coming? These key figures are coming from your information structure. If you go to your information structure, where is our information structure? I will go to I'll open one more session. MC23 is 076. See, these are the key figures. So from this you are getting these key figures over here. Okay, these key figures over here. Okay, so now here you enter sales plan first. You enter your sales plan first here. Okay, so here the sales plan can be entered from various methods. Okay, directly you can enter manually. which we are doing now, or you can transfer from the sales information system, okay, or from COPA modules also you can enter, or you can upload through a Excel file or something. So there are various methods where you can generate sales plan, okay, but here in the demo system we cannot show all these things, so I'll be entering the sales data manually. Okay, suppose let's say your sales people has given what do you say, next month's forecast. Let's say they have given from September. We are already in August, so from September they have given some forecast, 1000, 1500, let's say 2000, again 1500, let's say 2000, okay, and let's say 3000. How many months? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I entered for next coming 6 months forecast. I entered. Okay, now what you will do is you will convert this sales plan to our production plan. Okay, so what are the different methods are there? Okay, so suppose I want to do production exactly same as the sales quantity. Whatever the sales quantity they have given, exactly I want to produce the same thing. So what you will do, you go to edit, create production plan, synchronous to sales. So what happened? The sales figures got copied to the production key figure. Okay, so that is how you convert the sales plan production plan. Now let's say I'll enter the 2 months data. I'll show you. What I want to do is here now, I'll remove this. So in the month of September, along with the sales plan given, I want to maintain some extra stock. Okay, so let's say my production capacity is 1200 only. I cannot manufacture 1500. Okay, so what I will do is, instead of manufacturing next month, this month only itself I want to manufacture 1200 and keep stock 200 for the next month. So what I will do is I'll keep some stock here. So how much you have to manufacture now in this month? 1000 plus 200. So the production value will come as 1200. Suppose if I go to create production plan, target stock level. So now what happens? You see what happens? Your production plan has become 1200 instead of 1000. So this month we are manufacturing extra 200. So that much quantity get reduced in the next month. So based on your capacities, you will be calculating your production quantities here. That is what you are doing in the standard SOP. Okay. Anyhow, I'll go ahead with the normal plan, normal ones. So I'll enter next 6 months requirement, 4000. Let me enter here again 1500. That's all. 1 2 3 6 months I entered, right? Enter. Now what I will do is I will go to edit, create production plan, synchronous to sales. So this is how you create the production plan. Okay. Of course, how these are getting copied, that is because through a macro. That is called through a arithmetical function called macro. Tomorrow in the flexible planning, we will be able to see how this macro is created. Okay. So now once all the production plan is finalized, you save the production plan. Okay. So your production plan got saved. Okay. Now the next step will be, what you will do is you generated the production plan. Okay, this is what we have done. We sometimes we made it synchronous to sales, or based on target stock level, we produce the production plan. Now what you will do is, now you will disaggregate data. You distribute your data from product group to your materials. That is what you are going to do. Okay. So now data, where it is now data? If you go to the display plan, where it is your data? Your data at product group level. Your data is for product group. Now I want to distribute this product data to the members, materials. Okay, so for that, what you will be doing is, you will be using the transaction. Remembering transaction codes is a very difficult thing. Okay, so the transaction code is MC76. Transaction code is MC76. So what you do is, you go to MC76, enter, change plan. Disaggregate, yeah. You go to MC76, where now you enter your product group, enter your plant. Now click on the inactive version. Okay, now the data is in 005 version. Okay, now see, automatically picked up the members from the product group. Okay, now first select create product sales plan. Okay, now select the option disaggregate production plan also. Okay, now you click on continue. Okay, now what happened? Are you able to see? Sales plan got divided into your materials. Are you able to see? It has become 700. And if you scroll down for the next material, the plan is 300. Why it is 700 and 300? Because we maintained that proportion factor as 70% and 30%. Okay, in the product group, for the material TFE 100, the proportion factor is 70, and this material the proportion factor is 30. That is why system maintained distributed it as 700 and the other one is 300. So like this, for the other materials also it got distributed. So we distributed the data from product group to members level. That is what we have done. So this is called disaggregation. See, this is the one we have done. Disaggregation. Okay. So
Hello,
once the
Sagar.
disaggregation. Oh yeah. Please continue.
Aravinda here.
Yeah, tell me.
In the October month, we have entered the sales plan production as 1500. But in the disaggregation, it says 1050 and a different figure. Why is that?
70%, sir. 1500.
Oh, okay.
1000.
And okay, yeah. Okay.
It is 70% and 450 is the 30%.
Okay.
Every month same thing, sir. Every month same thing. This first material 70% and this next material 30%. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
So once that is done, what you will do is you normally this you convert to production plan. So again you go here, edit, create production plan, synchronous to sales. So for the down level members also, you made the production plan ready. Okay. So that is what you are going to do. Okay. So once all the data has been done, all the disaggregation, this is called disaggregation. Disaggregation means distribution of data from top level to the down levels. That is what called disaggregation. This is a technical term, disaggregation. Okay. So you do that and then you save it. You save the plan. So now where is your plan? Your plan is saved in 005 version. 005 version, inactive version. So once your production people says everything okay, the planning department, production department, sales department all will sit together. Once they agree this is the final plan, this plan is okay, then what they do is they transfer this plan from active version to inactive version to your active version. So whatever we have discussed, all are simulation versions. They are all are inactive versions. So once everything is finalized, you copy the data from an inactive version to the active version. That is what you are going to do. And active version is always A00. Simple. Blindly, the active version is always A00. Okay. So now we need to copy the planning data from inactive version to active version. Okay. So the transaction code. It's very difficult to do. Transaction codes. No, it is MC78. The transaction code is MC78. Okay. So you go to MC78. MC78, enter. Okay. So this is the transaction. Copy planning version. Okay. So your infrastructure has come automatically. Okay. Now you enter your source version. Now where is your data now? Where is our data now? Our data is at 005 inactive version. Okay. So 005. And what is your target version? It's A00. It's always active version. Even you can enter the periods here. If you want, you can enter the periods here. Let me enter the period. Okay. Now you start copying. That means when you do copy, whatever the data is there in this source version, that will get copied to this target version. You are simply copying it. Okay. Now once all the data is entered, just simply click on the copy button on top. Okay. You will get a message. Version A00 already exists. Yes. Continue. And you will be getting this before copying takes place. Target version A00 reset. That means if already there is any data in the A00 version, that will get deleted and the new data will get copied to the target version A00. That's what it's going to happen. So just click on the button, yes. That's all, it get copied. I don't know why SAP people have not given a provision for any message over here. Normally in SAP, whenever you do something, on the down you'll be getting some message, right? I don't know why they have not given that message kind of thing. So your data got copied. Your data is now got copied to the active version. Okay, active version. Now the final step is you will be transferring this planning data to your demand management. Demand management is more or less nothing but your production team. You're transferring this planning forecast data to demand management. Okay, so this forecast in SAP, I don't know, normally in the industries, forecast normally some people call it as a demand. Okay, now some people call it as a forecast, and in SAP it is called as planned independent requirement. In SAP we call this as a planned independent requirement, PIR. It is called PIR, planned independent requirement. This is nothing but your forecast or demand. Okay, these two are normal industry terminologies, and this one is the SAP terminology, planned independent requirement. Okay, so now here what we will be doing is, now we will copy this data to transfer this data to the demand management. So before that, what are the two materials? Let us check the situation of these two materials. Just give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. Let me check. Already we have some data or something. Let me check. We don't have any data. First material. Second material also we don't have any data, I think. Yeah, we don't have any stock or something. We don't have anything. Only thing is MRP views are not maintained. I'll maintain MRP views. Just give me 1 minute. Huh? Just give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm saving this. Some metal master data is incomplete. This is already there in the system. This metal, we have not created it. That is why some data is not there. So I'm just extending those views. Okay, now save it. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll transfer the data from SOP to demand management. That is what we are going to do. Okay, we'll be transferring the planning data to demand management. Okay, so the transaction code is MC75. The transaction code is MC75. Okay, I'll keep this screen as open. /NMD04. Now first material. TFE 100. See, now nothing is there. There are no stock. There is no stock, no requirements. Nothing is there for this particular product. Okay. Now, when you transfer the data, you will be able to see the requirement. Okay. So then let's go to the transaction /NMC75. Okay. This is the transaction. Transfer planning data to demand management. Okay. Transfer planning data to demand management. You enter your product group, your plant, and you enter your version. Now where is our data? Our data is at active version A00. You enter that one. Okay. Now I want to transfer production plan for materials as a proportion of product group. That is what I wanted to transfer. So you enter that radio button and you enter your period. So my period is this one. Enter the period and then you enter your requirement type. So what is this requirement type? What is this version? We'll discuss when we go to demand management. Next topic. Okay, next topic when we go, what is this the requirement type? What is the version? That time we'll discuss. Okay, don't worry now as of now. As of now you enter LSF and I want to do front end transfer. I want to do front end transfer. I want to see. So just deselect this button. If you want to do back end transfer, then you select this one. So I want to see front end. So deselect that one. Then you click on the button transfer. Here there is a button transfer now. You will click on that. See now the forecast, it is showing monthly forecast, planned independent requirements. Okay, so it has got that. Now you save this. Now the next material, save it. Like this, it will continue for all the materials, whatever you have. Save. So we have two materials. It got for two materials. Okay. Now if you go to the stock requirement list, if you refresh, now you will be able to see the forecast, planned independent requirements. See, it has come. Okay, are you able to see for the first material? Now second material, second product. Refresh, see it is got. So with this only the production people will come to know that okay, in this month, in the month of September, we need to manufacture 300 kg. Okay, in the month of October we have to manufacture 450 kg. In the month of November we have to manufacture 600. This is how the information will be available to the production department. Okay, so based on this they will be starting production. Of course in between they do MRP, material requirement planning they do. That's a different story. That's a different concept. We'll discuss that anyhow when we go to MRP. So basically with this production people will come to know how much quantity they have to manufacture in future for a particular product. So this is the demand forecast. In SAP we call it as a planned independent requirement. See, if you see here INDRUQ, that means it is a requirement, independent requirement. And what is this LSF? Why it is LSF is coming, that we will understand in demand management, in our demand management classes. Okay, so this is how the standard SOP will work. Standard SOP is basically very simple. No configuration here. We will not be doing any configuration here. Everything is already there in the system. Configuration. Only you do just planning. Only you do just planning. That's all. It's only, actually speaking, it's only 4 steps. Whereas tomorrow, the one which we are going to discuss tomorrow, flexible planning, we will be creating everything. We will be creating information structure, planning type, macros, everything we will be creating. We will be starting from scratch. Flexible planning. Okay. Standard SOP, already everything is there. Just we used it and we did the planning, and then we transferred the planning data to the demand management. That is what we have done in the standard SOP. Okay, so this is all about your standard SOP. Tomorrow means Monday, right? Tomorrow means, today is Friday, right? So tomorrow means Monday. Is there any chance we can have a class on weekend? Is there any chance? Same time? Same time, or at least on Sunday? Is it possible? Because we missed 2 classes in the weekend, right? During the weekday. Is that okay?
Tomorrow we can have it 7.
Sunday not possible, huh?
No. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, okay. Tomorrow the class is there. I'll communicate. Yeah. What about you, Aravind? Can you join?
No problem, Savan. We can have it on both the days.
So same time, 6 o'clock only.
Yeah, same time, not a problem.
On our Sunday I don't want to take class. Only Saturday I try to take. What about you, Saravana? Saravana and Srinivas. Srinivas, is that okay for you?
Savan. Yes, okay.
Okay, then we'll have tomorrow. I'll communicate. Today night. Then if it's okay for all of us, then we'll have the class at the same time. Okay. So this is the process flow. See, the basic problem in the standard SOP is most of the industries, they don't do this process actually. They don't use this. Why? Because every product group they have to create. For every product group they have to continue. They have to do all these steps. Okay. So it's a very time-consuming activity. So for that, what they do is, instead of doing all these activities, what they do is they calculate, forecast everything. They do it in the Excel. And with the Excel file, they will directly upload the data into this demand management. Okay, you need to check if you are working in your organizations. wherever you are working, how they are doing the planning, how they are uploading the forecast. Whether they are doing it in SOP and then they are transferring to demand management, or they are uploading through a Z transaction through a Excel file. What they do is they put it in an Excel file product wise, next 1 month, next 1 year data, 12 months forecast data they will upload in a single shot. So they will not be using this entire procedure which we have done. Okay, so it is having some limitations actually. So that is why in industries normally it is not used by all industries. But as a consultant, we should know how it works, what is a all those things we should know. That's why we are learning. Okay, so in the real time when you go, you will be able to understand really how they are using this entire planning. Okay, and one more thing, if you observe here, one more limitation is here in the plan I entered the data manually. Production plan I entered manually, right? If you go to this one, I entered this manually. Okay, even this transferring the data from other see here what we have entered the data forecast, but we have not calculated the forecast actually. Normally how you calculate the forecast, you take the previous sales history, then you calculate your sales forecast, right? That we have not done here. We have only entered directly the sales forecast. So that calculation is also we are not having the provision over here. So this standard SOP is having some limitations, some some drawbacks. Okay, so for that only they have come up with a tool called APO. I don't know whether you people have heard it or not. APO, Advanced Planner and Optimizer. So where they do this forecasting, then they transfer to ECCR3. That is what they do. That is what they do normally in the ECCR3. They do the planning in the APO. That forecast they will transfer to ECCR3. They do. Then from there, that our flow will continue. Flow will continue normally. If at all they want to, use standard SOP. In some industries, they don't use this procedure at all. Directly in an Excel file, they will put all finished products. They will put the requirement forecast for 12 months or whatever 6 months, and they will with the Excel file through a Z transaction they will upload. That will come and get updated over here. This one here. Instead of doing all this entire activity. Okay, so that is all about standard SOP. I'll share this document. Tomorrow. If you have the class tomorrow, we'll continue with flexible planning, or otherwise on Monday. Okay, that I will inform anyhow to all of you. Okay. Okay then, we'll close it here today. We'll meet on.
Sava?
Yeah. Okay. Who is this?
Aravanda here.
Yeah. Tell me.
Yeah. So I had requested for 3 video recordings. That is of Work Center, configuration and basic overview. But then there was no response on the mail as well.
Yeah, I'll send it actually today. Yesterday I came late from office.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but then just to make clear, I want the video recordings. I got the documents from you yesterday.
I'll share the videos.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. You are not able to record actually. You are not able to record this.
No. What happened was my internet connection was not stable. It was going on and off. So after the session, it was showing that there were no recordings to be converted.
Okay. Not a problem. I'll share it. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay then. Thanks guys. We'll meet tomorrow at the same time. Okay. Okay then. Bye for now.